Today, the whole world is standing together in combating with many pandemics, including COVID-19 and the other many diseases to keep and protect the people's health. And this ability of human being to handle such situation is due to the fact that their brain is healthy. The brain with diseases can hinder each and everything on the earth planet if it is not cured and prevented. People work, people drink, people smoke, people pray, people sing, people chat, people lead, people drive, people fly, people learn, and they do each and everything in their lives. Have you ever wondered what is behind these all human activities? It's all about the brain, and there is no health without a well-functioning brain. In this video, we are going to describe all about the brain, the introduction, its function, its anatomy, its disease, and how to keep it healthy. Keep in touch to be aware about the brain. The brain is one of the largest and most complex organ in the human body. It is made up of more than 100 billion nerves that work connectively to perform their specific function. This complex organ that occupies 2% of humans' body weight, it controls thought, memory, temperature, emotion, touch, motor skills, vision, breathing, hunger, and every process that regulates our body. The brain is made up of soft tissues, which include gray and white matter, containing the nerve cells which help to maintain neurons and brain health, and small blood vessels. They have a high water content, as well as a large amount of fat, nearly 60%. The brain color physically appears to be white, black, and red pinkish, while it is alive and pulsating. The brain is made up of a large mass of nerve tissue that is protected and enclosed within the skull, and it plays a role in just about every body system. Anatomy and the function of the brain. Here is the main parts of the brain. The first part of the brain is the cerebellum. This is the larger part of the brain. It is divided into two halves called the hemisphere. Each hemisphere of the cerebellum is divided into a broad region called the lobes. The lobes are the frontal lobes, parietal lobes, temporal lobes, and occipital lobes. The lobes help in organizing and interpreting sensory information. They are also involved in the ability to read and recognize colors and shapes. Lobes also coordinate specific functions including hearing and visual memory, such as facial recognition, verbal memory, as understanding languages and interpreting the emotions and reaction of others. The other part of the brain is cerebellum. The cerebellum is located at the back of the brain, just below the occipital lobes. It is involved with fine motor skills, which refers to the coordination of smaller or finer movements, especially those involving the hands and the feet. The cerebellum also helps the body to maintain its posture, equilibrium, and the balance. The other part of the brain is the encephalon. The encephalon is located at the base of the brain. It contains thalamus, subthalamus, opithalamus, and the hypothalamus. These content parts of the encephalon, like thalamus, act as kind of relay station for signals coming into the brain. It also involved in alertness, pain sensation, and attention. Other content parts of the encephalon, like hypothalamus, process information that comes from the autonomic parts. The content parts of the encephalon also help in controlling appetite and the body temperature regulation. The other part of the brain is the brainstem. The brainstem is located in front of the cerebellum, and connects to the spinal cord. It's responsible for passing messages to various parts of the body and the cerebral cortex. It consists of three major parts. This includes midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata, that connects the brain stem and spinal cord. The midbrain is involved in arousal and wakefulness. Pons involves the facial movements as well as breathing. The main function of the brain are as below: processing sensory information, releasing hormones, regulating blood pressure and the breathing, attention and the concentration, awareness of abilities and limitations, mental flexibility, inhibition of behavior, speaking, expressive language, motor planning, and the initiation. Though the brain is the master controller of all the body, there are hundreds of conditions that can affect the brain. I mean brain diseases. Most of them fall within one of five categories below. First one is brain injuries such as concussions. The second one is cerebrovascular injuries such as aneurysm and strokes. The third one is brain tumors such as acoustic neuromas or schwannomas. The fourth one is neurodegenerative disorders such as dementia, Parkinson's diseases or Huntington's diseases, and epilepsy. The fifth one is psychological conditions such as anxiety, depression, or schizophrenia. Here below is the symptoms of the brain disease in each category. The brain is one of most important body parts, so it is important to know how to recognize signs that there may be a problem. Brain injury symptoms. The brain injury symptoms depend on type and severity of the injury, while they sometimes appear immediately after a traumatic event. They can also show hours, days, or even months later. The general brain injury symptoms may include headache, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, feeling tired or drowsy, speech problems including swallowing, sleeping days or more than usual, seizure, sensory problems such as blurry vision or a ringing in your ears, trouble remembering things or difficulty concentrating, extreme mood change or unusual behavior. Brain tumor symptoms. Brain tumor symptoms depends on the size, location, and the type of tumor. General brain tumor symptoms may include headache, nausea or vomiting, loss of motor coordination such as trouble walking, feeling sleepy, feeling of weakness, appetite change, convulsions or seizures, issue with vision, hearing or speech, difficulty concentrating, extreme mood change or behavior change. Cerebrovascular injury symptoms. Symptoms of psychological or mental condition can be very different from person to person, even they involve the same condition. Some general symptoms of this brain condition include excessive feelings of fear, worry, or guilty, feeling sad or dejected, confusion, difficulty concentrating, low energy, extreme stress that gets in the way of daily activities, extreme mood change, suicidal ideation, delusions or hallucination, withdrawal from loved ones or activities. The neurodegenerative brain disease symptoms. Neurodegenerative brain disease causes damage to nervous tissue. As time goes on, general neurodegenerative brain disease symptoms include memory loss or forgetfulness, changes in moods, personality or behavior, issues with motor coordination such as difficulty walking or staying balanced, speech issues such as slurring or hesitation before speaking. Tips and advice for a healthy brain. Some brain conditions may be outside our control, like trauma to the brain or mental health issues. But there are things we can control and do to help keep our brain in a good health and reduce the risk of certain health conditions. The tips and advice are as below. Quit smoking and any other drug consumption. Smoking and drug consumption is not great for our overall health that includes our brain. Smoking and drugs may lead to cognitive decline, hence cause troubles to our brain health. Do regular exercises. During regular cardio workouts, stimulates blood flow throughout our body, including our brain. It can also improve brain health in a variety of ways, including improved emotional health, improved emotional health, improved learning ability, improved learning ability, reduced anxiety, reduced cognitive decline, reduced cognitive decline. Do frequent. The tips and advices are as below. The first tip: quit smoking and any other drug consumption. Smoking and drugs consumption is not great for our overall health that includes our brain. Smoking and drugs may lead to cognitive decline, hence cause troubles to our brain health. The second tip: do regular exercises. During regular cardio workouts, stimulates blood flow throughout our body, including our brain. It can also improve brain health in a variety of ways, including improved emotional health, improved learning ability, reduced anxiety, reduced cognitive decline. The third tip: do frequent medical checkups of brain disease. Nowadays, many people have brain disease, but they don't know. It's better to go for medical checkups to check out if our brain is healthy, and this may contribute to the maintenance of brain healthiness. The fourth tip: protect your head. The school is not enough to protect the enclosed brain. When you're playing contact sports or any other risky sports like hiking, cycling, riding bike, or a visit at a construction or mining site, it's better to wear a helmet, and this can reduce brain injuries. The fifth tip: listen to your thoughts. Trying to check in from time to time with our thoughts or feelings, keeping a diary is a good way to get into this habit. Look for any thought patterns or emotion that seem to be impacting our day-to-day life. The sixth tip: focus on a nutritious diet. What we eat can have a direct impact on the health of our brain, especially as we age. Many of the foods that are often recommended for brain health includes lots of green fruits, nuts, fish, water grains, and any other food type which have a good nutritive values in the diet. To conclude, as said previously, there's many diseases that affect our brain, including depression, anxiety, dementia, strokes, schizophrenia, acoustic neuroma, concussions, as said before. Though the diseases exist, majority of them are treatable. It's better to get medical checkups so that we can all have a healthy brain free of disease. Hence, if you have or know someone with any of this before said symptoms of brain disease, advise him or her or take them to the nearest medical center. Medical professionals are ready and well equipped in helping those with symptoms of brain disease. And if the medical professionals found that he or she has one of the brain disease, don't isolate ones with brain disease. Just give them chance to try out new things and let them get their human right. Report to the administrators if you see someone violating the right of people with an healthy brain. Let's stand together as a team and fight against brain disease so that we can all have a brain free of disease. Spread this awareness to save lives because there is no health without a healthy brain. Thank you.